The total rewards statement provides managers, employees, and administrators graphical and tabular representations of employees' full compensation and benefits packages. It increases employees' awareness of their total value of compensation, keeps them engaged in fostering excellence in their jobs, and retains loyalty to their companies. In this image, a fluid version of the total rewards statement feature is introduced to give you the ability to interact with it using various form factors. In addition to all the functionality that is currently available in the classic version of the feature, configuration options are added to the fluid version to provide administrators more control over the data, as well as other relevant content to be displayed on the statement. The system displays the most current total rewards statement by default. You can view prior statements using the Rewards Period drop-down list. Both the historical and current statements will appear as a fluid page. The left-hand navigation lists all available statement sections. The summary section is displayed when you first access the statement. You can hover over the summary chart to see the total amount for each section, or swipe to view the breakdown of total amounts for each individual section in the grid. A new feature in the Fluid Total Rewards statement is the ability to include images, informational text, and links on the statement through configuration. You can even use system-delivered variables to personalize the text on the page for each user. To view a specific section of the statement, tap its section name in the left-hand navigation and it will be displayed on the right-hand side. Notice that the summary chart is automatically collapsed in a non-summary section. You can expand it if needed. You can now control which columns appear in each section grid. For instance, in the compensation section, it makes sense to show only the employer-paid and employer-provided columns. But in the health section, you want to show the employer-paid and employee contributions columns. Through configuration, you can select which columns appear in each of these sections. Managers can also view the total rewards statements for their employees using the View Total Rewards tile on the Manager Self-Service homepage. The new Fluid Total Rewards statement can also be viewed on a mobile phone. The layout of the statement is adjusted due to smaller screen size. As you access the statement, the left-hand navigation is displayed, taking up the entire screen. Select the Summary section. The left-hand navigation collapses automatically, leaving room for the section content to show vertically. Swipe to view the entire section. The text, images, and links that were on the right-hand side when viewed on a larger device will appear below the grid when using a phone. Pull out the left panel to select another section. You can tap an item from a section grid to view all data rows that roll up to that reward item total. This concludes the Fluid Total Rewards feature demonstration. Image 20 enhancements to guided self-service include attachment capabilities and a new demotion transaction. To see these new features, we'll start on the My Team page and demote an employee. Use the Related Actions icon to access guided self-service transactions. Select the Demote Employee action. The demotion transaction is similar to the promotion transaction, and as delivered, it asks the same questions. In this demonstration, we won't change Sean's location or supervisor, but we will reduce his salary. Enter Sean's new job title. To reduce Sean's pay, enter a negative number for the salary change. Notice the attachment section on the Review and Submit page. This is new with Image 20. When you configure self-service transactions, you choose whether to enable attachment capabilities for the specific transaction type. The interface for adding attachments depends on your device. The attachment now appears on the Review and Submit page. You can add more attachments, remove attachments, and optionally enter a description that is more descriptive than the file name. When you submit the transaction, it is routed for approval. The attachment that you provided is included on the pages that approvers and administrators use to process this request. This concludes our demonstration of the guided self-service feature enhancements. With HCM Image 20, you have 2 new Fluid pages to view Form 1095-C and grant or withdraw consent to receive Form 1095-C electronically. With the PeopleSoft Fluid user interface, you can now perform these ACA-related activities on your mobile devices. In Employee Self-Service, access these pages using the Benefit Details tile. On the View Form 1095-C page, there are links to view the Form 1095-C and the IRS instructions. Using the Fluid Form 1095-C consent page, you can complete the consent process even on your smartphone. For more information on the ACA feature, please refer to the ACA Video Feature Overview. This completes our demonstration of the Affordable Care Act Fluid Pages feature. Use Recruiting Diversity Analytics to quickly gather information on your recruitment practices for special initiatives, EEO requests, and diversity programs. A new Diversity by Applications pivot grid shows diversity information by application rather than by applicant, enabling you to more closely track application outcomes based on gender, ethnicity, disability, and veteran status. The pivot grid prompts let you choose the diversity type and the application date range to view. Additional filters enable you to take a closer look at specific applicant populations, specific jobs, or specific recruiting personnel. This completes our discussion of the Recruiting Diversity Analytics feature. The Employee Photo Resize Batch process now enables you to mass upload images into the PeopleSoft application. In addition to resizing photos that already exist in the system, you can select to indicate that the photos to be resized are to be uploaded from a file. Through this process, you can load the HR system photos maintained by the administrator as well as the photos managed by the user. Employee photos are seen throughout the system and enable you to quickly see and recognize your employees at a glance, ensuring you have the right person. This completes our demonstration of the Photo Mass Upload feature. Fluid Approvals is now available on all types of devices. Managers access Fluid Approvals using the Approvals tile on the Manager Self-Service homepage. The Approvals tile displays the number of pending approvals. Fluid Approval centralizes all approval tasks into a single repository. The default view shows all pending transactions. The right frame lists individual approval requests with key information for each transaction. For example, this location change request shows the employee's name and new location. Use the left frame to easily see the types of transactions that are awaiting approval and how many transactions of each type are pending. Initially, the transactions are organized by type, but you can use the View By field to organize them by date, by previous approver, or by requester. Use the Filter option to narrow your list based on more than one type of data, or simply tap on a value, such as absence request, to view all the pending requests of that type. Tap an individual transaction to review and process it. The Details page for an approval request provides additional information to help you make an informed decision. Details on this page are based on the type of transaction. For example, absence management enables you to check an employee's eligibility for an absence in order to approve or deny a transaction. The approval actions are configured for each transaction type. In this example, an absence can be approved, denied, or pushed back to the previous approver. To approve, simply enter any comments and tap the Approve button. You will get a final confirmation message. If you did not enter your comments in the main page, you can enter them here. After submitting the approval, you return to the Pending Approvals page. For managers, the Fluid Approvals interface for managers is very similar to the previous Mobile Approvals interface, ensuring a seamless transition for your end users. For administrators, Fluid Approvals provides simple and powerful configuration options. Administrators can now use Page Composer to easily modify approval page layouts, fields, and labels. PeopleSoft HCM 9.2 Update Image 20 includes Fluid Approval support for the transaction shown on the screen. This completes our demonstration of the PeopleSoft HCM Fluid Approvals feature. We've only shown you the highlights of the features in this PeopleSoft Update image. For more information about these features and the other enhancements, see the CFO tool, release notes on My Oracle support, and go to the PeopleSoft information portal for updates.